What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another Offroad Outlaws video. Now, I know it's been a little bit, but we are finally back here and going to be building MONSTERMAX 2. Now, to begin this, we are going to have to go ahead and buy another, Cata Chevrolet truck. So let's go here into the dealership and go to trucks. Now, this truck has been out for a little bit. He's had it for like 6 days now, or that's when he made the, first video with it. So I am a little behind, but we are going to go ahead and make this right now. So let's go ahead and find the Cata Chevy. Here it is right here. Now, I think his is actually like a long wheelbase, but it doesn't look like it, being that it's so lifted and all. But we're just going to use this truck right here. It is a 4-door, so it's going to be pretty close. Now, we are going to have to match up like the color and all, and then get, just a really big lift on it. Should look really good. I guess the first thing we can start with here, we're going to go to customize. Go ahead and go to paint the tint, 1 to 10. I guess we'll get it pretty dark. I don't know how dark he has it in real life, but we're going to go ahead and get this thing, pretty dark. Now, let's go ahead and for the MONSTERMAX 2 here, of course it is a different color than, the original MONSTERMAX. So we're going to go ahead and buy the glossy paint here, and go ahead and find like a color to start with. Now, maybe something like this might be kind of close. Now, I feel like his color has more like a green sort of tint to it, so let's kind of go right here. That's actually going to be really close right out of the box there. That's actually really close. So I'm going to kind of match this up. Let's see, kind of tweak it just a little bit. So I think it needs a little bit more of that, like whatever you call it there, green sort of color. So let's kind of make this like that. All right, now I'm not gonna say it's identical to his, but it's really close. That's what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna just be getting everything as close to the real thing as possible. Now, if you guys have made the MONSTERMAX 2, just huge, massive truck, let me know down in the comments below. Leave a like if you are new, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. So what we're gonna do here, we're gonna go ahead and go to body, because we do have to add some body mods to it. Now, unfortunately, the front bumper that he does have on his truck, we're not going to be able to put on this one because it's like a custom bumper that he made himself. So we're just going to use the stock bumper. As far as the fender wells there, I don't know what's going to look the best. Yeah, we're definitely, I don't know, I feel like his may be kind of cut out, but we're just going to use the stock here. Let's see. Now, I'm not saying his are, for sure, cut out there, but we're just going to use these. Let's see, the stock one. All right, that looks pretty good. Rear bumper, I don't guess we'll add that. Is it a roll pan or not, you guys? No, I think it's just a regular bumper. Anyway, so we're going to leave that. We don't need that. We need the roof rack. So let's go ahead and add the roof rack here. Let's see. I know it just, yeah, there it is. There it is. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and add that. And let's see. I don't know if he has all the light bars on it still. Does he, you guys? I'm not real sure. You guys can let me know down in the comments. Let's see. These steps. Does he have a step? It doesn't look like it, honestly. Let's kind of just scroll through here, get all of this neat stuff on here, and kind of, make our replica MONSTERMAX 2 build. We're going to go ahead and make those headlights that color. I don't know if his are really like that, but we're just going to go ahead and do that. Now, we are, of course, going to be using the tow mirrors, so thankfully, we now have tow mirrors in the game, and honestly, they look a little smaller than they used to be. Is that right, you guys? They look a little smaller. I could be wrong, but they don't look as big as they used to be, but which is way better. So let's go ahead and we got those on. Those looking really good. And now we're gonna go on to, let's see, paint. We're good on that. Rims. Now, as far as the rims go, we're just gonna choose like a, what do you call it? Like a rim that doesn't really have, all the like the detail. Maybe something like this right here, I think will work great for this build. Although it's not like, how do you say it? Doesn't have that offset like his does, but I think it'll work. I mean, it's got some, so I think we're just gonna have to go with that. So let's go ahead and pick that for the back here, and now those rims need to, of course, be black. So let's go ahead. I don't know if his are a matte black. Oh, that's a little too much there. So let's go ahead and do like a metallic, let's see, or chrome. All right, so we're just going to do a metallic for now. We may go back and change that because I know his looks a little bit different. The bead, let's go ahead and make that a metallic black. Go back here. Bead, metallic black, just like that. And, okay, there we go. We got that done. Now we have to go ahead and get our, tires on it. So let's go ahead and scroll through here. We're going to be using the just really aggressive mud tires. So let's see. Kind of get the, I think those will work. We may have to change those around a little bit. Now with our wheels in place, we now can carry on to our lift. Now this is going to be a really important, part of this build, because this is something you're pretty much gonna have to add and upgrade if you are going to be making, a MONSTERMAX 2 truck here in Offroad Outlaws. So we're going to go ahead and go to change suspension. Now, his truck has some massively just huge suspension on it. So what we're going to do, we're going to, I guess, look at the solid axle. Let's kind of scroll through here and see. let's see, that Solid Axle Pro. We want something, you know, just massive. So we are going to go probably, I guess, with the monster suspension, of course. Yeah. I don't think there's suspension big enough, honestly, for this build, but we're going to have to go with that as far as, like, you know, how beefy it looks, because, man, those axles he has on his new MonsterMax truck are absolutely insane. So let's go ahead and use that. Let's go ahead and install that for 5K and go to the front. I guess I didn't click it, so let's go ahead and click this. Let's see, monster suspension. Okay, so $10,000 later, we now have our suspension. Now, we are going to have to go back and change the wheel size and things like that. Go ahead and give it a pretty good size lift on it. Rim size, we can go ahead and do this. I guess all the way up. Let's kind of see what that looks like. Yeah, so maybe not quite. Let's go to about a 1.2 on the rim size. So let's go to the back here and go ahead and buy that up. Let's go to about a 1.2. All right, so wheel radius. So here we go. We're going all the way up, I guess. Yeah, we are going to go all the way up. Let's see. That'll give us a starting point. You guys can kind of see we got some work on our hands here. Let's see. All the way up with those. Yes, of course. Wheels width in the back all the way up, man. Okay, so now tuned suspension. Axis width. Now we are going to want this out a pretty good bit. I don't have a side shot of his, you know, truck, but I could tell you that, yeah, it just needs to be wide. All right, so let's see what we got going on here. Is it lean in the back? I don't know. I think we're pretty good. Maybe we could adjust the travel in the rear. I think down just a little bit because I think we got somewhat of a rake going on there. So there we go. Now shock size. Now we are going to need to beef up this shock size here. Let's see. Should we go about maybe a 1.8 there? Now everybody's build may, you know, differ from others, but, you know, as long as you get the majority of the build, you know, correct, I think that's all that matters. Let's see. Axis width. Okay. Now wheel size. So I don't think we can actually go any bigger here. Yeah, wheels width. Yeah, so we can't go any bigger, but we're pretty close, you know. Let's see. So I think we still got the truck. I mean, it's looking pretty good now. Okay, now we are going to turn our rear steering up to about, let's see, about an 18. I don't want a whole lot, but that may be enough right there to get those back wheels to start turning for us. Now, we've pretty much gotten the truck, you know, made. Now, I'm not going to say it's, you know, identical to his, but it is a really, really close replica. Now, one thing I do want to do real quick, I do want to make this window tint right here a little bit darker. So let's go ahead and make that a little bit darker there. I feel like that'll be a little more fitting for this truck. Let's see. I feel like I darkened it, but it's still not as dark as I want it. So maybe it's the way I'm looking at it right there. Maybe in the light. Now here we have it, you guys. The MonsterMax 2 build. Honestly, it's the biggest truck I think I have so far. Like I have built so far. I don't know. This thing is crazy. We will be building the other, you know, MonsterMax, whatever you want to call it, the other truck that he recently bought from Cletus McFarlane 2. We are going to be building that. We'll have to find like a pretty good truck to base that whole build off of. Now, one thing I do, you know, have to do to this truck is, of course, add our stack. And so let's go ahead and add the exhaust here. Let's see. I think that's going to be in body. So let's go ahead and go to body here. Now go to our exhaust. Let's see. Let's find that. There we go. So we need that front stack just like that. Now we have that. There we go. So we got the stack on there. All right. So we have a stack. Let's see. Let's go ahead and convert this over to a, you know, diesel. So we're going to have this truck, you know, a diesel truck. So let's go ahead and go to upgrades. So we are going to go to upgrades. Let's go ahead and upgrade all the engine. We want this thing to be very, very powerful. I mean, the amount of weight that is having to, you know, move is going to be a lot. So we're going to have to diesel swap it here. Okay, we got it. Diesel swap. Our turbo, we want this all the way maxed out. E-brake, we can go ahead and do that. You know, I really like the e-brakes in these. Blower, we don't have a use for that. And here we go. We now have MonsterMax 2 in Offroad Outlaws. I think the only thing left to do is to take this thing out and see exactly what it will do once we, you know, get to driving it around. All right, you guys, here we are, and we mistakenly brought a jet ski with us. So, let's go ahead and detach the trailer from that because we are not going to be pulling that around. But here we go, first drive in the MonsterMax 2 here, the WhistlinDiesel MonsterMax. Let's go ahead and, oh, can we even make the turn? Oh, we did make it. Okay, so it doesn't seem to ride too bad, even though our suspension is like maxed out. Oh my goodness. Oh, we like drifted into that. That was pretty cool. Now we do have a little bit of rear steering there. I didn't turn it up a whole lot just because when you do that, the whole truck will get like kind of finicky, I guess you could say, and it just flies around, and man, when you steer it, it just goes crazy. Now we may add a little bit. Oh man, that bounce right there is definitely from that stiff suspension. Oh man. Oh, look at that. We got that bounce going on like monster trucks. Oh my goodness. Okay, now here we are. We do have MonsterMax built in Off-Road Outlaws, man. It is looking so good. Can we throw it in 4-drive there? Yes, let's go ahead. Man, that stack rolling coal right there looks just amazing. Look, puff of smoke there. Look at that. Uh-oh. If we made the truck a manual, we would then be able to just sit and roll coal. Here it is, you guys, the MONSTERMAX 2 or MONSTERMAX 2.0, whatever you want to call it, in Offroad Outlaws. If you guys did enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye, guys.